He likes his wife. I like my wife. I'm sure Humble Dad likes his wife. Well, soon to be wife. Congratulations. Shannon likes his wife. Trigger Mike likes his wife. There are times where you know what I mean. They may do some things that annoy the shit out of you. But I think we talking about women that we're willing to die for. We work long hours for them. We put babies in them. And y'all, and here comes some fool on the internet talking about some cisgender men don't like their wives. What?
Definitely an agenda. Definitely an
Who is you
agenda.
talking to?
He's not. He knows that that's not the woman that he wants, but she's right. She's right now. She's not Mrs. Right, but she's Mrs. Right now. And that tends to kind of put a lot of people in. That tends to put people in a bad space at times. You're not always going to like your partner. You know, you're gonna have good days. You're gonna have bad days. You know, to Humble Dad's point, you know, you're always going to find moments of disagreements, but you reconcile, and there's conversations that kind of help you navigate that conflict. Men who are honestly not really interested in those type of women, who are just using them and are not really trying to engage, it's kind of almost like a hobosexual. They're just living off of them and living in a certain type of condition. But expectations is one of the things that has dragged on, that I see that seems to kind of drag on relationships, because, you know, there's this expectation in people's heads that people are not talking about. That communication factor, where you're telling that person, like, this is what I want out of this relationship. And a lot of people are not letting the person know. You know what I'm saying? Some people just want a good time, and they're afraid to tell that person that what they want, because they know as soon as they let them know what they want, they might walk away, or they might withhold that from them. So, yeah, I think that the expectation of not setting the expectation up front is what put people in these types of relationship dynamics, that they don't end up liking the person that they're with, especially their wife.
Nice. All right, Hank.
Yeah, if I dislike my wife more than I like her, yeah, I done fucked up. I done fucked up. I done made a bad decision. I made a bad investment, and now I got to recalculate. You know what I mean, and evaluate what I'm doing and what. Why did I make this decision? God damn, that's bad. But I like the woman I'm with, because she brings different stuff out of me. She has me look at things differently. She brings a softer side out of me that I normally don't show on a regular basis. So I'm good with that. You know, I can't be a grizzly bear all the goddamn time, a mean person on this machine. I can't be like that all the time. And so she brings that soft side out of me, just like my granddaughter does. So I'm okay with that. So I don't understand why a lot of men do not like their wives and their women. I don't understand that. But, you know, if that's the case, man, you have to look, like you said, look at yourself and see what you did wrong, and what was you looking for in a woman. You know what I'm saying? If you're just a good piece of ass, then, dog, it's more than it need to be more than that. It needs to be more than that. So
just to add to that real quick, I don't know if men know this, but you set the tone in your marriage. So if you're not liking your wife, then that's mostly to do with you. And remember, you chose her.
I agree.
All right, Sweeney.
All right, first of all, I'm gonna say I agree with everything that everybody has pretty much already said. Y'all hit
We'll
that
see about
nail.
that. We'll
Y'all
see
hit
about
the nail on the head, for real. But as far as this video and the question itself, obviously this is an agenda. This dude is trying to appeal to a specific crowd. And because how many times we've heard in these spaces or online or anything, what is the first thing women say about men when they're trying to question their masculinity or question their sexuality? They use things like, oh, these men love their wives, but they don't like them. Stuff like that. And then what you say, Humble Dad? No,
I'm just listening to you. How is it possible to love somebody but not?
Right.
I mean, it's a part of it. You can, you know what I'm saying, like you can not like something about them, but it can't be coexistent on a regular basis.
And that's the thing is that, and I truly, just like Hank just said, he said he likes his wife. I like my wife. I'm sure Humble Dad likes his wife, or soon to be wife. Congratulations. Shannon likes his wife. Trigger Mike likes his wife. There are times where you know what I mean, they may do some things that annoy the shit out of you. But I think we're talking about women that we're willing to die for. We work long hours for them. We put babies in them. And y'all, and here comes some fool on the internet talking about cisgender men don't like their wives. What?
Definitely an agenda. Definitely an
Who is you
agenda.
talking to? Clown, just because you just finally found a woman for the last 4 years and you ain't got no skin in the game, none of that. That's probably the first chick you ever smelt. And you gonna come out here trying to jump on us, talking about, oh, y'all don't like y'all wives. Who are you?
Not smelt.
Who is this dude? And I guarantee you, if you go in his comments, if you go and see who follows him on TikTok, more than likely it's gonna be a bunch of pronoun accepting, you know what I mean, members of the Rainbow Coalition talking about, clapping them up, talking about some Yaz king or queen, whatever they want to call him. Dude, a clown. We know what this is. This is taking pot shots at black men, straight ones to be specific. We love and like our wives around here. I don't know what that fool talking about.
Damn. Solid. All right, Shan, what you got?
So most of the people that book a session to speak with me is typically men who are married and on the brink of divorce. And they get to the point where, and despite the message and what this guy is trying to, the agenda that he has, there are men out there that don't like their wives. But the reason why, and here's the answer. So, why don't men tend to typically like women or tend to like their wives? Is because a lot of men feel hoodwinked.
You took my... God.
I'm sorry, Trigger Mike. A lot of men feel hoodwinked. They feel bamboozled. Let me get my Malcolm X on. Women switch up.
Yep.
And I get it. Everybody knows, well, we're not going to be the same forever. I'm going to tell you, the only thing that's constant is change. I get it. Everybody changed. But a lot of men, what they married or what they fell in love with became something else later. And what it became is like, what the hell? It could be that she gained weight and she don't give a damn. Well, we understand that people get older and gain weight, but when you gain weight and you just eating macaroni and cheese and you just don't give a damn, means you don't give a damn about even how I feel about how you were when we were dating. She don't give him head no more. Used to slop it up as a girlfriend, but as a wife, suddenly that department dried up.
That's just so wrong.
She stopped cooking. Humble Dad, sometimes she was cooking before she got the ring, she was cooking, she was making, salmon, and she was making lasagna, and she was in the kitchen half naked all the time. And then suddenly she expects him to go out and get takeout all the time when he's coming home from a hard day at work. Women switch up and men feel hoodwinked. And so as a result, man, I don't even like who she became. I liked who she was. I don't like who she is now. And because I'm locked in and it's cheaper to keep her, there's nothing I can do about it.
That's
then
a
you
fact.
got the other parts of it. Women feel 1 + 1 is 3. The hypocrisy that women can often use, the double standards that women use and weaponize it against men. Expectations.
Shannon, could I ask a question real quick? Would you say it's because they've secured the financial stability, and now that they've secured the stability, there's no need for them to play the game in order to gain? Would you say that's why that happens?
Absolutely. The number one maker of millionaire women is divorce.